Hey there, this is Dr. Evan Osar with the Institute for Integrative Health and Fitness Education. Welcome to this edition of Facebook Live. This is part 3 of a 3-part series we're doing this week on the knee. As you can see, I'm here in the hotel. This is early in the morning before Janice and I are about to teach the Integrative Corrective Exercise Instructor, day 3. Yesterday we covered the hip and lower extremity, especially around knee issues, because it's really appropriate for our clients that have knee issues that we choose exercises where they can be successful, meaning they can keep the proper alignment and control without overloading the knee. So during this week, I shared with you a very simple assessment we do with our clients that have knee issues, and we also shared a very simple corrective exercise strategy that we use with our clients that have knee issues to help them move towards accomplishing their health and fitness goals. So you missed those videos, check them out, they're on our page. And some of you reported you couldn't see my legs in the last video, so I just want to recap what we discussed in that last video. So once you release the hamstrings, because a lot of our clients obviously have short hamstrings from sitting, but it's really a neurological shortening more than a physiological shortening of the muscle tissue. It's because many of our clients that sit stress their low back out. They do activities and they use non-optimal and inefficient core strategies that stress their back out, hence they create a lot of neural tension down in their lower leg, and that shortens the hamstrings. So one of the most important strategies we have with clients that have knee issues, as well as low back issues, is to lengthen the hamstrings. So I shared with you how we did that last time. So you do your myofascial release, and then we did the split stance hip hinge pattern, which is really one of our go-to strategies for teaching our clients how to align and control that lower extremity. So I'm going to repeat that today because as some of you guys reached out and told us you couldn't see my legs, so I just want to step back away from the camera so you can see my legs. It's very important that we align that pelvis relative to the lower extremity. So let me step back away from the camera so you can see what I'm talking about. Because many of our clients, when they have shortness, especially in their lateral hamstrings, they'll rotate away from that side of the forward leg, and that's where they're actually rotating through their knee. Is they'll rotate their pelvis, but that rotates the hip as well, and hence you get a relative internal rotation of the femur relative to external rotation of the tibia. So what we want to do is help our clients reestablish alignment of that pelvis relative to their tibia and that lower extremity. So that's why we like that split stance hip hinge pattern, to help our clients reestablish more optimal alignment of that cylinder, the thoracolpelvic cylinder, the pelvis over top that lower extremity. So we have them place their hands upon their pelvis once they set up their foot tripod on the floor. And then rotate their pelvis towards that forward leg so they better align hip, knee, ankle, and foot. And then from here, the majority of the weight is on their forward leg. They bring their back leg in back behind them a bit, so they're in a split stance, and then they do a hip hinge pattern from here so that they start to functionally lengthen that hamstrings while maintaining optimal alignment and control. So from the side, the one leg goes forward, the side that you already myofascially released and or maybe lengthened. Now we're going to functionally lengthen that hamstring, align that TPC, hands on the pelvis, rotate the pelvis towards that forward leg, and now hip hinge while maintaining alignment and control. Do not allow your client to rotate away from that forward leg. Keep their pelvis rotated and squared up towards that forward leg. Hinge, control as far as they can rotate that pelvis anteriorly, and then come back to the upright position without squeezing and tucking under like that. That's how you get the clients to understand how to functionally align their pelvis to their lower extremity and then move that pelvis anteriorly over that femoral head or the lower extremity, which they need for all their functional movement patterns for the lower extremity. Now, how do we take that into a functional pattern? Now we take that into a lunge pattern, for example, or a reverse lunge. So again, same idea. We want our clients to align their pelvis towards that forward leg. So I'll step back on my left leg, aligning my pelvis and my cylinder to that forward leg. So hip, knee, ankle, and foot will still be aligned. The pelvis comes back and aligns and squares up to that forward leg. So then when I step back into my reverse lunge, I still have that pelvis aligned and I'm not rotating away from that forward leg. I stay rotated towards that forward leg and I load up the glute of the posterior hip complex of that forward hip. So from the side, align, get the weight on the forward leg or the stationary leg, hands on the pelvis, rotate towards that side to keep the pelvis square, step back, load that forward hip, and now I can get the weight back here in my posterior hip complex, my hip, knee, ankle, and foot are aligned, and the pelvis stays square, the cylinder stays square to that forward leg. That's how you start to bring that concept into the functional movement patterns our clients need to use, and that will oftentimes help our clients really align and control that hip, knee, ankle, and foot complex, which will also help, obviously, the knee, but also will help the low back as well. So this is Dr. Evan Nosar. Thank you so much for joining us on these videos. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We're happy to address any topics that you would like to see on our Facebook Live page, and ultimately all these videos are posted on our website as well. Make it a great day, enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you this week on Facebook Live. Take care, we'll see you next time.